Today, I'm going to give you a free print-on-demand course. I'm going to show you how to set up a Shopify store, create your first print-on-demand product, and then sell it using Facebook ads. In fact, these are the same tactics and strategies that I used to create my own Shopify store and go from $0 to $578,359 in just 16 days. I wanted to take you inside my own store and actually show you the analytics dashboard so you know I'm not lying to you. So you can see here I'm inside of Shopify's analytics dashboard. I'm going to refresh so that you know these numbers are real. And you can see I went from 0 to $578,359 in just 16 days. That's from December 5th through December 21st. At the end of this video, you're going to be able to create your own Shopify store, do product research, create your first print-on-demand design, run Facebook ads to it, and hopefully get your first sale. Not only that, but at the end of this video, I'm going to have a bunch of freebies for you. I have 2 freebie resources that you can get at the end of this video. Plus, I'm going to do a giveaway. So make sure you watch all the way to the end. My name is Michael Christ. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive right into it. All right, so let's talk about everything you're going to learn in this free course. So first, we're going to talk about what is print-on-demand. Many people know what dropshipping is, but they don't never heard of print-on-demand. I'm going to get into some of the similarities, some of the differences, and then pros and cons of each. Number 2, we're going to talk about my favorite fulfillment providers. There's over 40 fulfillment providers for print-on-demand. Probably more than that. I'm going to talk about my favorite ones and where I think you should start. Number 3, we're going to talk about product research. Just like dropshipping, product is everything in print on demand. If you get a winning product, you can go to multiple 6 figures quite easily. But if you don't have a winning product, it's going to be a dud and you're going to lose money. Number 4, we're going to talk about how to set up your Shopify store so that it converts. We're going to look at some other high converting stores. We're going to talk about why they convert so well and some elements that you can take from those stores and incorporate into your own. And then finally, we're going to talk about Facebook ads. I'm going to give you 2 methods, one method to test your products and another method to scale your products. And at the end of this course, you should know everything you need to get started in print on demand. All right, so what is print on demand? Most people have heard of dropshipping. Dropshipping is where you find a product on AliExpress, CJ Dropshipping, or somewhere else. Then you import that product into your Shopify store using something like Oberlo. Then you create a product listing, and then you run ads to that product. When a customer buys that product, you then turn around and you place an order on AliExpress or CJ Dropshipping or wherever you source the product from. And then AliExpress ships the product directly to the customer. And it's great because you don't have to hold any inventory or anything like that. The con of dropshipping is it's very easy for other people to copy exactly what you're doing, right down to the product page, the ads, all that stuff, because there's nothing unique about it. Print on demand is a little bit different. So with print on demand, you come up with your own design, slogan, phrase, something like that, and then you put it onto a mug, a t-shirt, a mouse pad, a phone case, a piece of jewelry, a hat, a shower curtain, wall art, metal art. There's a million different print-on-demand products out there, but you come up with your own unique design and then you stick it on that product, and then that product is yours and yours alone. Eventually you'll have some vultures come in and they'll try to copy it, and that does happen occasionally, but at least to start, it's your product and your product alone, and you can reap all the benefits of selling a unique product on Facebook that nobody else has access to. Now, some of the similarities with dropshipping is when somebody buys your product, your print-on-demand company will fulfill it. So they'll print that product and then ship it to the customer on your behalf. So you're still not holding inventory or anything like that. So in the print-on-demand world, you have platforms and then you have apps. Now, a great example of a platform is Teespring, because everybody's heard about it. With Teespring, you take a design, you upload it to a product, and then you host that product right there on Teespring itself. You actually have a URL that is teespring.com/something, and it goes to your product. You run your Facebook ads directly to that URL on Teespring. Then when a customer buys it, Teespring actually handles the transaction for you, and then you get a commission on the sale. And they'll also fulfill the product and ship it to the customer. And then another benefit is they'll handle any customer service issues that come back from that customer. That's an example of a platform. There are many platforms out there: Shine On, Gear Bubble, Viral Style, Redbubble, and so on and so forth. Then you have apps. Apps are where you have your own Shopify store, and then you download the print-on-demand fulfillment provider's app into your store, and you upload your product there inside of their app, and then their app creates a product listing for you inside of your own Shopify store. You still get all the benefits of using a fulfillment company or a print-on-demand company when the order takes place. So for example, you'll take your design, go into the Shine On app, for example, upload your design to a piece of jewelry. That's what Shine On provides. Then that Shine On will create a product listing on your website with that jewelry item. You'll run your ads to that product URL, and then when somebody buys it, that money goes directly to you. You pay Shine On for the product. All this happens automatically through the app, by the way. And then Shine On fulfills the product. You will typically have a larger commission when you do it this way, but the con is you still have to handle all of the customer service. So that's kind of the difference between the platform and the apps. If you're new, I highly recommend you start the platforms, because the platforms just really reduce the learning curve. With the platforms, you don't have to have your own Shopify store. You don't have to do customer service, and you don't have to do conversion rate optimization or anything like that. You just create the design, put it on a product, write some product page copy if you have any, throw it on the internet and run some ads to it. It's literally that simple. And then when the sales come in, you get your cut of the commission. If there are any customer service issues, they just handle it for you. So I highly recommend, if you're new, you start with the platforms. If you have a little more experience, go ahead and go with the apps. The reason I say that is because typically you get additional margin on the apps. Your commission is larger, and that more than makes up for whatever issues you're going to have on the customer service side of the house. Plus, if you really know what you're doing, sometimes you can optimize your own product pages to convert higher than the product pages on the platforms. Usually the platforms have had sometimes millions of dollars to throw at conversion rate optimization. So unless you're really good, that's unlikely to happen, but it can. So I highly recommend, if you have experience, go ahead and go with the apps. If you're new and just starting out, or you want low hassle testing so you can find winning products, go with the platforms. All right, so some of my favorite fulfillment providers are Shine On, and they have both a platform and an app, and they primarily do jewelry. And the reason I like Shine On's jewelry is that it's super high quality and it's really unique. I'm a big, big fan of jewelry, not only for drop shipping, but also print on demand, because you have a high perceived value and your margins are usually fantastic. Next, you have Gear Bubble. Gear Bubble, primarily as a platform, is amazing. Their product page converts super well. Plus, they have really good products. They've got mugs, jewelry, shirts, and a whole bunch of other stuff, and the margins on those are really good. And then you also have Custom Cat. Custom Cat is an app for Shopify, so they don't have a platform. However, I love Custom Cat because they have a gajillion different products. They ship really well. They have fast shipping times. The prices are very reasonable, and I've had a lot of success with them. Now I want to take you into Chrome, and I actually want to show you some of these fulfillment providers. So here is Shine On, and you can see they have really high quality jewelry. You can see some of these metal pieces here, and they sell jewelry with these message cards against them. So you can put different messages, different designs on these message cards and pair it with a piece of jewelry and sell it for a lot of money. It's really, really good. You can see they have this kind of love one here that's really cool. They've got these two hearts here that kind of connect like an infinity loop. Those are really cool. Let's see what else they've got. They've got this one here. They're currently sold out of this design. I'm sure it's coming, but it's a design they can put on a message card. It's these two hearts with cubic zirconia going around the outside of it. They also do standard print on demand. So you can see this here. Someone made a design and actually put it on a heart pendant. Plus, what's really neat is you can engrave the back of this. So if I click add to cart, it comes up and asks me what I want to engrave on the back. And this is a memorial one, so you could put John Smith and then his lifespan. So Jan 1 1950 to Jan 18 20, whatever. You get the point. Let's see what else they've got. I know they have a necklace where you can actually put an image on the heart pendant, and that's really cool. Like a photo. Here's another product that they have, this white gold kind of necklace that's really good. So you can see they have a broad assortment of jewelry. They can pair it with message cards, and they have your standard print-on-demand items like the hearts, the circles, and things like that. So I really like Shine On for jewelry. I don't think they can be beat in the jewelry niche. Then you have Gear Bubble. Now, what I really like about Gear Bubble is they have great prices. They have all kinds of products, and the product page converts really well. So I'll just take you into one of these product pages here. It's a very simple product page, but you know exactly what they want the user to do when they land on it, and that's click this buy now button. So I like it. They also allow for some customization. So you can write like a name on this mug, John Smith. I don't think it will update in real time. It does. So put John Smith on the mug. So that's always customization and personalization is really big right now in the print on demand space. So that's always really good. You can see I'm just looking at their top sellers. Mugs, they sell a lot of mugs, a lot of necklaces. Here's a t-shirt that was a top seller. This t-shirt, it looks like people could upload a photo to. So you can see here, it's probably tiny on the screen, but they could upload a photo in the t-shirt, and it's kind of a memorial t-shirt, so that's kind of cool. They've got these stamped bangles or bracelets. So necklaces, mugs, t-shirts, a lot of really cool products. Great margins with Gear Bubble. And again, this is a platform, so you just upload your product to Gear Bubble. That's what all of these are. These are user uploaded products. And then you can see here they have a little URL they were given by Gear Bubble, and this is where you run your Facebook ads to, and then Gear Bubble gives you a commission for every sale. So really like Gear Bubble. And then you also have Custom Cat. Now, Custom Cat is an app that you install on your Shopify store, and then you create designs right inside of the app. And then what it'll do is it'll upload that product directly into your store, and then you'll run Facebook ads to your own store. So it's great if you're building a brand and you want to increase your margins as much as possible. So one thing I really like about Custom Cat is their product catalog is just huge. So they have these t-shirts, hats here, drinkware, baby stuff, hoodies, beanies, hats, headbands. They've got sandals, backpacks, duffel bags, pajama pants, microfiber golf towels, dog tags, pet tags, mugs, collared button-up shirts, zip-up hoodies, sweatshirts, sleeveless shirts. Looks like a jumper wind shirt type thing. Here's a camo t-shirt, all kinds of stuff. They even have tie-dye items. And they've got tons and tons of products. I really like Custom Cat. They have great prices. They ship quickly. They're amazing. Next, you also have Viral Style. Viral Style is a platform, again, where you create a product, upload it directly to their store, and they give you a URL you can run your ads to. So, for example, here's an item someone's trying to sell right now on Viral Style. So I really like Viral Style. The guy that owns it is super cool. And they have a ton of different products. So Viral Style is definitely worth checking out as another platform. Then you also have T-Launch. T-Launch is an app. I also have this installed in my personal store. I can't remember everything I've used it for, but they have cutting boards, balloons. They have beer steins. So they have a bunch of really unique products that you can't find on other platforms. They have dog bowls. They have headphones. This is crazy. Car chargers. I mean, lots of really, really interesting stuff here. Scarves, gloves, backpacks, blankets. Blankets are big. They've got these personalized cube thingies where you can put like images and things like that inside of them. So those are pretty neat. Then you also have Pillow Profits. I really like Pillow Profits. They also have unique products. So they do shoes are a big one that they're known for. Pillows, obviously, are one thing that they're known for. They have flags, bandanas, bedspreads or blankets. Those are pretty big right now. Snow boots, which are kind of interesting. So Pillow Profits is another good one. This is an app that you install in your Shopify store. Then you also have WC Fulfillment. Again, very unique products with WC Fulfillment. They have lots of phone cases, watches, weird kind of wall art. You can see skateboard wall art. That's kind of interesting. Round blankets. They have cases for laptops and things like that. So again, very unique products. WC Fulfillment is good. And then I'm going to do a few other honorable mentions. You've got Redbubble here. That's a platform. You have Zazzle. Here's another platform. You have Teespring. This is an extremely well-known platform. You probably need no introduction to Teespring. Printify. Printify is another app, and they have a broad catalog of products you can put in your store. Then you have Print Aura, and again, it's a broad catalog of products. You can see it looks like they're starting to get into face masks. You got, you have print-on-demand face mask going on, and then you have Rage On. Rage On's good. They do lots of print, all-around print products. And it looks like they also have some masks going on too. Some of their all-around print products are kind of funny, like this one here. You got a big hairy chest. So lots of cool stuff you can do with them too. So highly recommend. Check out all of these guys. There's a ton of fulfillment providers out there. I almost guarantee you if you're going, hey, can I do print on demand on this product? I'm sure somebody has it covered. You just need to go find it. But again, just to keep things simple, my 3 favorites are Shine On for jewelry, Gear Bubble for just about everything else, and I love their platforms, and then Custom Cat for the app in your own Shopify store. Now, if you're new, I highly recommend you start with a platform. Again, it reduces a lot of variables. It shortens the learning curve, where literally all you're doing is coming up with a design, putting it on a product, running it to the URL in their store. They've already got it conversion rate optimized for you. They'll handle the customer service, the checkout process, the transaction, all that stuff. Literally, all you're doing is creating good designs and then running good ads. That's why I really recommend people start with the platforms. If you're more advanced and you have some experience, go ahead and go with the apps, because you can increase your profit margin. You do have to handle customer service, but if you know what you're doing, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, now let's talk about product research. Now, product research, in my opinion, is the most important part about creating a new product. Your product is everything when it comes to this business. You cannot create a low quality product and just expect it to sell really, really well. You have to find a product that hits on a trend, resonates with the customer, has a pretty good design in order for it to essentially go viral or take off and be a winner. What I have found in this business is 5% of all my products make 95% of my money. That's just the way this business works. So I'll test 100 products. 5 of those products will be the main drivers when it comes to my income. So you have to do lots and lots of testing. Product research is where you start. Now, I have a number of different product research methods I go to. 2 of my favorite, though, are using AdSpy and Etsy. So let's jump into AdSpy right now. Okay, so we are in AdSpy. AdSpy is a paid tool. I'm going to leave an affiliate link down below. If you use my affiliate link, I think you get a free month on the tool, or you get some free searches, something like that. But it is a paid tool. It's really powerful, though. It saves you a ton of time. If you can afford it, I do recommend checking it out. So here's how I like to do my research on AdSpy. So for inside AdSpy, you have a bunch of different filters here. I like to go to Scene Between, and I just choose usually the last 4 days or so. So I'm going to go back to, it's a Monday now. I'm going to go back to Thursday. I'll go Thursday to Monday. And this means that the individual was still running their campaigns over the last 4 days. They're still spending money on the campaigns. I like that because it tells me they're getting results. Then for Created Between, I usually like to go back about the last 2 weeks. Now you can open that up to a month. You can do a lot of different things with that. I go back to the last 2 weeks because I'm trying to find inspiration for ideas that are relatively new because I want to ride it on the way up in the trend, not on the way down. I definitely want to get there before it's peaked out. Now, keep in mind, my goal here is to get inspiration for my own designs. It is not to steal a design. It is not to carbon copy anything. This isn't like drop shipping where you just try to find someone else's winning product and then go find that exact same product and set up your product page in the same way and all that kind of stuff. You're looking for inspiration so that you can create some designs that are unique and that are your own and nobody else has yet. So I've got my time frame selected here. Next, for countries, I'm going to choose United States. Most advertisers start in the United States, which is why I like to go there first. And I choose English because you have like worldwide campaigns and things like that that'll get in there that won't be in English. All right, so then I can sort all my results. I like to sort it by likes. I like to see the ones with the most likes first because this will tell me those that are likely going viral or super popular among people, and usually that also indicates sales volume. So I have it sorted by likes now, and I'm just going to start scrolling through here, and I'm looking for print-on-demand products. So here's a print-on-demand shirt, but this is copyrighted. I don't really want to use something that's copyrighted, so I'm not going to go with that. Here's a really good print-on-demand shirt. It's a little baby, maybe a onesie. It says, "You're doing a great job, Mommy. Happy first Mother's Day, Olivia 2020." It's April 13th. Mother's Day is less than a month away. This is a great product. Now, you can see, for inspiration, you could say, "You're doing a great job, Mommy." And instead of elephants, you could put pandas or koala bears or some other cute animal, dolphins. Things like that. Happy first Mother's Day. And then this is personalized. It says Olivia 2020. You can personalize it too with the baby's name. You can also put something else. It could just say Happy First Mother's Day and then have the picture of the animal and then the name. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. But it's great inspiration. It tells you this is currently trending right now and is selling. And it makes sense. We're close to Mother's Day. Let's keep going. So this is a print-on-demand mask. It looks like someone made a cloth mask with a little dog face on it. So that's kind of cool. And we are in coronavirus right now, so these masks, these print-on-design masks, are going to be trending. So that's interesting. Here's another one. This is a print-on-demand T-shirt. I'll teach you in a room. I'll teach you now on Zoom. I'll teach you in a house. I will teach you with my mouse. I will teach you here or there. I will teach you because I care. So it's clearly in that teacher niche. So that's pretty cool. And again, we're in coronavirus. It's pandemic. People are quarantined. A lot of people are having to do their jobs remotely, and maybe they've never done them remotely before. So that's really cool, kind of on trend topic. So for inspiration on this, you could do a similar quote on a mug, similar rhyming thing on a mug. You could do it on, maybe you could spruce up the design, make this a lot better, but you definitely don't want to copy this, and try to do your own rhyme, sit there and try to think of some other words that rhyme. You can try to take another popular Dr. Seuss rhyming thing and, incorporate pandemic elements to it and see if you can hit on this trend. This is a print-on-demand thing that's kind of cool. It's a tie-dye t-shirt. It says "Be kind" on it. It must be standing out because of the tie-dye, because the phrase itself is not really what's grabbing people here. So its main sales element might be that tie-dye. It's kind of hard to say, but it's doing extremely well on social media. And it could be too, everybody's really tired of the negativity right now. They want things that are positive. So that could be it. There's that same print-on-demand shirt we were just looking at. Here's another print-on-demand shirt, Nurse 2020, the ones who saved the world. So pandemic stuff is really hot right now. And it'd be super easy to take a design like that and improve upon it, sell your own. Looks like they might be playing on a Friends, the show Friends. In the word Friends, it's got little colored dots, similar to how they spell nurse here. I don't know if they're playing on a theme with that or what, but let's see what else we've got. I'm going to do one more and then we'll look at the other research method. Oh, so this one's kind of cool. So the devil whispered in my ear, "You're not strong enough to withstand the storm." Today I whispered in the devil's ear, "6 feet back, I am the storm." So that's kind of cool. It's playing on the pandemic thing. It's playing on the nurse thing, which is really hot. This is a popular phrase that's been used with Warrior products and a bunch of other things. I don't like the Superman logo on the shirt just because it's copyrighted. I don't recommend anybody violate copyrights or trademarks to come up with products, but this is pretty cool. Okay, so now I want to take you to Etsy. So Etsy is another place I like to go for inspiration when it comes to print-on-demand products. So there are a number of different ways to use Etsy. The way I like to use Etsy is I just go to etsy.com and I click up here in the search field, and then I don't type anything. I just come to the magnifying glass over here and I click that. And it takes me to kind of a collections type page. And you can see over here on the right, you have sort by. I like to change this to recency or most recent. And now it sorts a bunch of new, it sorts all their products because it's an unspecified search by the most recent uploaded. Then what I like to do is scroll through here and look for bestsellers. So these are all ads. So ads are a good place to get inspiration from. If they're spending money on it, it's selling. But then I like to look at the ones where there are no ads, but they're still labeled as bestsellers. So lots of face masks right now, super, super popular. Game of Thrones stuff. Face masks. So this necklace, these are ads. So those are Lightroom presets. Here's kind of a necklace, custom bar necklace that's engraved. There is some print on demand stuff. Shine On offers some items that are similar to this that you can get your inspiration from. It might be big right now too because of Mother's Day. So definitely the masks, and even when I went over my fulfillment providers, I went over some providers that are selling masks right now. So masks, these just appear to be huge. Masks, 4 or 5 of the best sellers right now are masks. A lot of them have custom prints. One was a Game of Thrones thing. Again, that's copyrighted. Don't recommend you do that. Yeah, like floral print on this one. That's a comic strip, Batman type print. Here are more prints. They're like cutesy little prints. These are more surgical masks on that one. So masks are definitely big. If I had to get any signals from what I'm seeing in Etsy right now, it's masks are huge. Let's look at, let's keep going, see if I can find anything else. More masks. Joe Exotic beer mugs. So that's kind of interesting. That one says exotic in the sheets. The design isn't so great, but that's pretty funny. That guy's probably going to do pretty well with those. Tiger King's super popular right now too. I've seen some graduation stuff popping up, not as a bestseller. Most of the bestsellers still are masks, so that's interesting. Sending you sunshine on these lovely days of quarantine. I thought that was a print-on-demand item. It looks like it's actually a gift box, so skip that. So yeah, the big takeaway from this is masks are big, huge right now. In fact, I'd just say they're basically dominating everything at the moment. Really hoping I can find something else. A lot of times you'll see like April. It's April right now. You'll see graduation stuff, definitely Mother's Day stuff. They're quarantine shirts, it looks like. So like this, kind of a quarantine type shirt. Yeah, another bestseller, masks. So masks, and more masks at the moment. Here's some jewelry, similar to what Shine On has with the message cards. So this is how I like to use Etsy and AdSpy for my product research. Again, I think product is everything. You don't want to carbon copy anything. You're just looking for inspiration. Find something that's already popular, see what you can do to improve upon that, and then launch your own stuff. Okay, now let's talk about setting up your own store. Now, before I get into that, I want to remind you, if you're new, please start on a platform. You're going to save yourself so much time and trouble by starting on a platform. You can create products directly on ShineOn, GearBubble, Teespring, Viral Style, so on and so forth. Upload products directly to their store. Let them deal with conversion rate optimization. Let them deal with the transaction and customer support. All you have to do is create good designs and run good ads. It eliminates a ton of variables. However, if you're stubborn or you're more advanced and you really want to get into a Shopify store, here's how you can do it. First, go to shopify.com and sign up for a trial. You can see I'm at shineon.com right now. Up in the top right, I have start a free trial. Click that, sign up for a free trial. You can use a free theme for this. You do not need a paid theme to sell on ShineOn. Debut is a good free theme, and Brooklyn's a good free theme. I've sold hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff through the Brooklyn theme that ShineOn provides. It's completely free. So you don't need a paid theme. And setting up the theme is very easy. I'm not going to walk through in this tutorial exactly how to customize the theme and set it up and set up your shipping. I'm not going to do that. There are a million videos out there that cover that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to talk about, I'm going to show you some stores that are converting really well. I'm going to tell you why I think they're converting well and some elements from their stores that you can and should incorporate into your own. So I'm going to go back to AdSpy here. And we're going to look at some of these products that we reviewed in the product research section of this free course. Now I'm going to click into these stores and we're going to actually look at the stores. We're going to look at how they're set up and we're going to try to get inspiration from those stores. So we're going to look at this t-shirt here. So it's sold on dutyvibes.com. So you can see it loaded quickly. When I visited it, load times are really big. If it takes a long time to load, keep in mind, these people are on Facebook. They're chatting with friends and doing goofy stuff like that. They don't want to click away from Facebook and have it take a long time to load. So you need fast loading times, especially if you're advertising on Facebook. A couple other things. I can tell the theme colors here are green, but this add to cart button really stands out to me. It stands out because it contrasts with that green really well. The add to cart button's really big too. So I see the product, see the add to cart button. I know exactly what they want me to do on this page. If I'm interested, I can scroll down, get some more detail. I like these PayPal, Visa, American Express icons. Those are called trust elements. They increase the trust subconsciously for the buyer. So that's good. They've got some reviews down here. Reviews are always good. The reviews also look like Amazon reviews. Everybody knows what those looks like. They immediately elicit trust. So those are good. So overall, what they have going on here is it's really good. It's really simple. You know exactly what you need to do when you come here. I like this. There's also a countdown timer here to increase urgency. I'm not a huge fan of countdown timers or anything that makes your store look really dropshippy. So I tend to advise people to stay away from that, but test it. You never know, it may work well on your store. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So I think we had some more nurse stuff in here. Here's a nurse shirt. So let's jump over to this one. All right, so super fast loading time. Now, pretty interesting that it took you to a collections page instead of a product page. I typically don't advise you to do that. I think you should always take people to product pages, not collection pages. However, I can see they're doing it because they have a bunch of different styles of this shirt. They have nurse, CNA, registered nurse, pharmacy tech, essential worker, healthcare worker. Let's click one of these. Actually, okay, good. It's sorted by top selling. So let's click this nurse one. 1 to 2 seconds loading time. Again, it looks like it's the exact same theme even as the other one. You've got this blue add to cart button that kind of jumps out. I don't like that add to cart button isn't above the fold. I don't like that it's down here, but is what it is. And I can scroll down and get more details. So it's simple. There's not a lot of buttons here to take me away from the page. It's not super drop shippy. It does feel drop shippy to me. It's called truemerch.com. It doesn't feel like a super professional store, but it'll definitely get sales. It's simple. You know exactly what you need to do when you get here. I like this. So let's look at some others now. Let's close those out. Here's one, this I love teachers. This is the last one we'll look at. Again, same theme. Actually, we're going to keep going. I want to find one with a different theme than this. So here's your shirt. Here's your blue buy now button. I don't feel like the blue buy now button stands out quite as much on this store because you can see the theme colors are also blue. And in addition to that, they've kind of got this blue bestseller thing, and it tends to hide when you have a lot of other elements that look like that. But overall, I like this. You've got the countdown timer again, which again I'm a little bit opposed to, but if it works for you, keep doing it. Doesn't feel super drop shippy here. You can see why they're getting sales on this. So let's go back. Let's find at least one that doesn't have that theme. Here we go. Maybe we'll get lucky. This is the last one we're going to look at. Oh, it looks like it's that same freaking theme again. This must be a super popular theme. Maybe not. I think it is. But the button text or the button colors are different. I'm not sure. At any rate, it looks different. So good job to them. So you have the product, you have this bright green place order button. I like that. I don't like place order as the text. Maybe that's working for them. I like add to cart as the text on this page. But anyway, so they got place order. Let's see here. Everything's looking good with the product. I love that button is big. It's bold. It really jumps out at you. You know exactly what you need to do. They have a countdown timer on this too. See, every store has these countdown timers. Every single one. So test it to see if it works for you. But I feel like it just makes the store feel drop shippy, so to speak. And if you're at a countdown timer, you're just status quo. You're doing what everybody else does. I'd much rather my store be branded well enough that it doesn't need a countdown timer. It doesn't need a lot of these other urgency or scarcity elements to get a sale. Again, I'm not saying those are bad, especially if they're increasing conversions for you. However, I've just noticed that if I do things that make my store feel drop shippy, it doesn't convert as well. So experiment with that. Also, I do like that the reviews look like the Amazon reviews. Everybody knows Amazon, and it just immediately is going to build trust. So I like that they have reviews on this too. And in terms of product description, they did pretty well. They've incorporated the reviews really well. So I like this. So what you can kind of take away, I think, is make sure your add to cart button is big. It's a color that contrasts with your theme so it stands out. Try to keep that above the fold if possible. Also, trust elements like security badges, credit card icons, things like that. All those are good to have on this page because it makes people feel like they can trust to put their credit card information in. So I really like all of that. Okay, so that's going to wrap up the setting up your Shopify store section. Now let's get into Facebook ads. Now let's talk about Facebook ads. So I'm going to teach you two different methods in this course. I'm going to teach you one Facebook method for testing products and one for scaling products. So let's get into testing products. So I like to use one CBO campaign with a budget between $50 and $100. Then I like to create 5 to 10 ad sets off of that CBO campaign. Inside of each ad set, I like to have 1 to 2 interests at most. I like to keep my audience sizes really big, like above 10 million. The reason I like to do that is I'm looking for products that I can scale broadly and will have broad appeal to the audience that I'm going after. So I like to only use 1 or 2 interests and keep my audience sizes really big. I like to use auto placements instead of just choosing news feeds and things like that. And I like to run my ads Monday through Friday when I am testing. I just find that I get most of my sales come in during the week as opposed to weekends. So whenever I'm testing a new product, I like to test it right there during the week. So again, that's one CBO campaign at $50 to $100 budget, then 5 to 10 ad sets, 1 to 2 interests per ad set. Now you can use the same interests in all the ad sets or different interests in the ad sets to do some testing. I like to use auto placements and I like to launch those Monday through Friday. Now for scaling. When I have a product and it's a winner, I like to scale it quickly and rapidly. The way I do this is a bit unconventional. I do one campaign with ad set level budgets, and then I'll have 5 to 10 ad sets inside of that campaign. Each ad set will have a $25 to $100 budget, depending on how well the product's doing in your overall financial situation. So I may have one campaign with 10 ad sets with $100 budget in each ad set. And then I manage that very aggressively with the rules. So I'm using the best interest that I got from my testing. I'm using auto placements. I'm using my demographic uh, uh, data points from my testing. So, male, female, the age groups, all that kind of stuff. And then what I do is I run all 10 of those ad sets all at once, but I turn them off if they don't meet certain thresholds. So if I spend like $1 and have 0 content views, I create rules that turn that off. Or if I spend $10 with no add to carts, I'll create rules that will automatically turn it off, and so on and so forth. And I change what those rules are based on my product and my profit margin on that product. So if I'm selling a really expensive product, I have one set of rules. If I'm selling a cheap product, I have another set of rules. But I have rules set up to turn it off based on content views, add to carts, and purchases, and also ROAS. So that's how I like to manage that. And then I still have 1 to 2 interests. I like to keep my audience sizes really big, 10 million or plus. I use auto placements when I'm scaling as well. Typically, I just find that Facebook will place the ad in where it's going to get the most results anyway. So that always works good to me. So these are the 2 methods I like to use for testing and scaling. So just to quickly recap, for testing, 1 CBO, 50 to $100, 5 to 10 ad sets, 1 to 2 interests per ad set, auto placements Monday through Friday. And then scaling, I like to do 1 campaign with ad set level budgets, 5 to 10 ad sets, $25 to $100 budget per ad set. Then I manage those ad sets very aggressively with my rules. I have 1 to 2 interests per ad set, and I try to keep my audience sizes large for both testing and scaling. And I use auto placements as well. So you can get started today with these Facebook methods. I promise you, you don't need any more. You don't need any more Facebook Kung Fu than what you've learned right here in this free course. You can take a product, you can go find a product on AdSpy or Etsy or Facebook, get inspiration from it, create your own print-on-demand design, throw it up on a platform. Literally, you can do this today. You can do it inside of an hour. You can throw it on a platform and run a test against it today using the strategy that I just taught you for testing methods. And I promise you, this is all you need right here to get results. Yes, eventually you're going to want to put more tools in your toolbox. Eventually you're going to want to learn some new methods for testing and for scaling and things like that. However, all of this is everything you need to get started today. So I highly recommend you take this course and take some action. Don't go take another course. Don't go watch a bunch of other YouTube videos. Don't go read some new guide. Take exactly what you've learned in this course today and go take action, because I promise you, I've given you everything you need to make your first dollar doing this. All right, I really hope you enjoyed what you've learned in this free print-on-demand course. However, I don't want you to leave totally empty-handed. I have 2 amazing free resources for you, and I also have a giveaway that I want to tell you about. So first, I want you to go to campaignenvy.com. There will be a link in the description below, and I want you to sign up for our newsletter. We publish weekly interviews with top sellers in the e-commerce space, teasing out their tips, their tricks, their scaling methods, their product research methods, and so on and so forth. And it's extremely, extremely valuable, and it's totally free. Just go to campaignenvy.com. Make sure you sign up for our weekly newsletter so we can send you these interviews as well. Second, I want you to go to ecomfix.com. This is a free e-commerce forum where a lot of other sellers hang out. You have some guys doing millions of dollars a year in this forum. It's a place for deep discussion. You can get deeper in a forum than you really can with a Facebook group. So I highly recommend you go there too. And finally, I have a giveaway that I want to tell you about. So I created a course called Ecom Profit Formula. And I tell you exactly, step by step, how I went from $0 to $578,359 in 16 days. I have my complete product reveal in this course. I show you the exact product I use. I show you a second product I use to do 6 figures in revenue as well. I have videos in there where I'm live scaling. I mean, I literally look over my shoulder at me live scaling my campaigns on a day that I did $33,000 in revenue in a single day. I've never done anything like this. I'm never going to do anything like it again. It's packed full of a ton of detail, a ton of content. It's super, super valuable. I've had a lot of students do really, really well after taking the course. And I'm going to give away 1 copy of this course for free. So here's how you can win it. I want you to go in the comments below, and I want you to comment one action that you're going to take after this video to advance your e-com journey. Just one action that you're going to take after you watch this video to move forward in your print-on-demand or dropshipping journey. And I'm going to choose one person from those that comment, and I'm going to give away this course for free. It retails at $997. I'm going to give it away for free. So thank you so much for watching this. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified the next time I release a video, and we'll see you in the next one.